In this video, we learn how to install Eclipse IDE and we learn how to install Tomcat Apache, and as well as we will be seeing how to configure Tomcat in Eclipse. So if you want to install Eclipse, this is a home page for Eclipse. This is how it looks like. If you want to install this Eclipse, you can go to Google and type Eclipse IDE, or you can type Eclipse download, and you can see the first link. You can click. It's an official web page of Eclipse. You can click over here, and then you can get into your respective operating system, and you can start downloading it. But in most of the cases, if you start installing it, and if you try to open that, it can't able to open, or it sometimes it might fail to install properly. So in that case, I prefer you to open this page over here. You can use genutech.com slash eclipse hyphen packages. This is an alternate for Eclipse page. If at all, if you have any error in installing that, I prefer you to go for this web page, genutech.com, and use slash forward slash eclipse hyphen packages. And scroll down, you can see the second one, Eclipse IDE for Java Enterprise Edition developers. And you have a link to download here. You can click this download, and it will work properly. You won't be having any problem in installing this link. So this is an alternate one if you can't able to install the first or the official web pages link. Now to install Apache Tomcat, this is a server. If you want to install that, you can go to the official website. You can go to Google and type Tomcat download. You'll get all the versions. The recent version is Apache Tomcat 10. So I prefer you to select the recent version. Uh, just click this. Once you click this, it will open up a page like this, tomcat.apache.org, and this is the official web page. And once you scroll down, you have an option called core binary distributions. Inside you have core, and mine is a 64-bit Windows, so I just chose this. So based on your bit size, you can click and then you can download it. Alright, so these are the methods to download Eclipse and as well as Apache Tomcat. Now I will tell you how to configure it. So before that, once you install Eclipse, you'll have a page like this. You have an empty page, and or you have too many options over here. No need to worry about all this as of now. I'll tell you how to configure Tomcat in Eclipse. Without configuring Tomcat, you can't able to run servlet programs. So once you get this page, you can see over here you have multiple options. By default, it will be in the servers. So that's where we have to go to this servers, and you can see no servers are available. Click this link to create a new server. So now before clicking this, you have to ensure that you are downloading, or you have downloaded Apache Tomcat. And please remember the location where that file is, because we need to select that to link this. Now click over here. Once you click this, it comes with a pop-up page saying new server. So it's having a lot of versions. So ours is a recent version. You have to click this and click next. Since I already have this and I have already linked, I'm going for this version 9.0, but I recommend you to go for version 10.0. Don't choose any lesser version. For explanation, I'm just going here. So just click this and click next. So it will ask you, you don't change any name, you can keep as it is. And now Tomcat installation directory, it is asking for the location. So you can click browse. It will open up your browsing page, and I have installed inside the folder games. So here I have something called Tomcat, and here is the uh, all the details that comes under Tomcat. So once you get into this and click select folder, automatically it will be selected, and then you can click finish. But like I told you, I already have linked, so I click Tomcat version 10.0, and I directly click finish. So once I click finish, you can see it comes over here like Tomcat version 10.0 server at localhost. As of now, it is stopped. By default, it will be stopped. So if you want to check whether the Tomcat is linked with Eclipse properly, there's an option. You can right click on this and you can click start. So it will automatically start your engine, the Tomcat engine. It takes a few seconds to start. It goes to console. Now click this. Yeah. Now you can see it is started and it is synchronized. And if you want to ensure it, so it shows it is started, but if you want to ensure whether it is started or not, go to this browser and click a new tab and type in the URL as localhost and colon 8080. That's a default port number that is used for Apache. So type this and click enter, and you can see it is connected. You should get a page like this. If it is not connected, you won't get a page like this. If it is connected, you'll get something like this. You can see here Apache Tomcat 10.0.4. So if you get this HTTP status 404 not found with Apache Tomcat, that means you have successfully started or linked your Apache Tomcat with your Eclipse. Now let me get back to this Eclipse. Now it started. um, as of now, you don't need to worry about whether it is started or stopped. So if you want to start working, so how to work? You can't just go directly click file and click new and start the project, start the file, nothing like that. You have to create a project, a separate project. Usually we create that as a dynamic web project. That's how we create in Eclipse. Since we are going to start working everything related to web, it should be a dynamic web project. So you have to click file, go to new, and you have an option called dynamic web project. Click this, and then it will ask a lot of things. Don't worry about the other options, just give a name. So let me give here as demo underscore uh, say project. Don't click any other, just give the name and click next, and don't do anything in this page. Again click next, and here keep as it is, and don't forget to select this generate web.xml deployment descriptor. For a few of them I have explained about what is deployment descriptor, but in the next video I'll be explaining what is this web.xml deployment descriptor. As of now, please select this and then click finish. Now it's preparing your project. It comes over here. Demo project, it appears in this project explorer. Click this arrow button and you can see the deployment descriptor for demo project and web services, and here is where you have your Java files, that means your servlet files, and then we have web content, and here is where you can find your web.xml, and you can find all your CSS or HTML files. You can find it inside this web content. So this is your next step. Once you connected your Tomcat with your Eclipse, this will be the next step. But remember, every time you don't need to do the linking with this Tomcat and Eclipse. It's a one-time thing. Once you're done with that, you don't need to do that again and again. Not required. All right. So let me show you a small sample how to create a HTML page. Just right-click on this project that you created. Go to new, and you can see when you scroll down, you can see you can create your CSS file, you can create your HTML, JSP, JavaScript, everything you can do inside Eclipse itself. So now, as of now, let me go to HTML file. Just click this. By default, it will bring up all your basic structures. So here you have to give your name. Let me say index.html and click finish. And it's loading. Yeah, you got it. And the basic structure, we already know about this, and all this meta, title, etc. You don't need to worry about this meta and title as of now. uh, you can I'm not going to work anything in head, so I'm just removing the head as of now. So inside the body, let me give some welcome message. Welcome to servlet class. Okay, now you can save this. So control S, I am pressing control S. Now how to run this? So there are three ways where you can run it. The first method is you can go to the server, right click on this, and you can restart it. If it is started, you can restart it. The other method is you can right click here in this page and you can say run as and then run on server. This is a second method. And third method, you can directly click this run index. And please remember, everything should be run only in this .html page. You'll be creating some other pages too. That's just for a supporting files, but every time while you want to run, you have to come to this index.html and then you have to run from here. So let me right click over here and click run as run on server. So now what happens is it will restart, your Apache Tomcat will be restarted, and then it's started, and now you can see it automatically open a page and it says welcome to servlet class. But here I have made a setting change. Because of setting change, I'm getting this in my browser, in the Chrome browser. But usually for the first time, you will get an internal browser that will be opened in the same page. It will be appearing and with the extra tab, and a web page will be open. And that's where you get the welcome to servlet message. We call that as an internal browser. But you need to change that. So I'll tell you how to change that. Just go to Windows and go to web browser. By default, if you see, you can uh, see the internal web browser will be ticked as of now for you, but you have to change it to Chrome. Since my default browser is Chrome, so I have chosen this. If your default browser is Internet Explorer, you can pick that. But unfortunately, you don't have Mozilla Firefox here because I didn't install that. If you have installed Mozilla Firefox, that will come inside this option. So whichever browser you're comfortable, you can click that, and please make sure to click this because it's better to open your output in the external web page rather than opening as an internal web browser. So I have chosen this, so as that's the reason it is opening in my Chrome browser. So that's how we have to work, and that's how we have to create anything to work on with. And I'll give you other options. So this is for HTML. So what if you want to create a servlet? If you want to create a servlet class, a servlet page, again right click over here, go to new, and you have something called class. Because when I talk about servlet, it is nothing but Java. So Java should be a class file. So you have to click this class, and then you have to proceed with again a new tab will be opened, and you have certain other steps to be followed. Okay. So I'll meet you in the next video. I'll explain about how to work on servlet and how to work on this web.xml. Thank you.